Hey everyone, Pupsker here. If you didn't know, Warframe will have a 2x credit weekend this weekend that I'm going to upload this video starting I think Friday the 12th April to either Monday or Sunday, 14th to 15th. Either way, let's go over how you can get a ton of credits so you can make 3,500 million X credits in a day, no problem. All you really have to do is be progressed a little bit into the game and have some tanky Warframes. I'm going to use Revenant for this example. You can use any Warframe you choose, but generally tankier is better with a sort of overguard or just general shield. So Revenant's good because you have Mesmer skin. Rhino's good because you have your Rhino skin, Iron skin. Nice, nice. I think Najah's pretty decent overall. Anything with Overguard like Dante works pretty well. And whatever you so choose, go for it. We're going to be talking about both a little bit of Profit Taker and a little bit of the Index, and we'll run the Index to show it off. If you're curious about what I have on my Revenant, I just have straight up 100% pretty much strength and duration. So how you get all of these credits, pretty simple. It also works with multipliers. So if you use the 2x event credit weekend multiplier, you use a regular 2x multiplier, and you use a relays 25% multiplier, I believe that equals about 5 times overall, but you know, correct me if I'm wrong. And all of that will work both with Profit Taker and with the Index. So first and foremost, you can do Profit Taker if you've unlocked Venus, Fortuna, if you've pre-farmed, and if you know what Profit Taker is, and you've pre-farmed all of Little Duck Standing, you can go fight Profit Taker. But that is a boss that takes a little bit, so I do have a separate video out there in the wild fully talking about the Profit Taker farm for credits, so you can go look that up. But Profit Taker is a boss that requires a lot of pre-farm on both Fortuna / Orb Valis, so if you have that unlocked, go for it and go look for that video. But I don't like running Profit Taker. It makes me sad. So we are actually just going to talk about the Index and quickly run it on public for a bit just to chat. This game mode is just the easiest general game mode to make credits. You invest 50,000, you get a return of 250,000. So potential profit 200,000. Again, it works with all of the credit boosters, so you can run high risk investment, get 1 million credits a run it 10 times, 10 million credits, about, you know, give or take a little bit. So it is insane value. And if you're less, I would say, you know, I guess confident in your ability to run this, you can run the medium risk or low risk. It's just on publics, you can usually run high risk investment, no problem. So we're gonna run this and we're just gonna talk about the game and talk about how it works in general. Because Index is a pretty simple game mode. The TLDR is you kill enemies, you get points. You take points back to your base, and then you score up to 100 points, since we're in hard mode. And the points do multiply at the 5, 10, and 15 point mark. And they also nerf your character if you're on a harder difficulty. If you or your allies die, they drop points for the enemies, so you're definitely going to want to be careful. Stuff like enemy sense works really well for this, and when you pick up points, you get energy, health type debuffs. So if you're running stuff like I'm running Mesmer skin, it might be a good idea to run Warframe or abilities that give you free energy ability usage. So yeah, it's always up to you, of course. That's just what I would generally recommend. So this is Index. There are 2 maps. This is the slower map, and the other map, since there's only 2, is the faster map. If you use the other map, that is good. People like to load into the Index from relays. They say that if you load in from a relay, it gives you a higher chance at loading into the smaller, better map in the Index. Is this true or is this not? I don't know, man. It doesn't seem true, but I cannot say for sure. I'm gonna hand my Index points in at 10 so that like we don't run out of time. As you can see in the top left, time is affected by Index points you hand in. So the more Index points you hand in, each one's like 5 seconds. You get bonus points, etc. So ideally you would hand in points at 15 every time, but it's easier said than done because you don't want to die and you don't want points to go over. So we're just going to hand it in right now at 10. It always pings where you can go hand in your points, so you can just go hand them in right now, because we only have a minute left. If the enemies score points, it takes points away from us. If we score, or time away from us. If we score points, it doesn't take time away from the enemies, because, you know, why would the enemies need time? So keep that in mind. Try to kill the enemies, and try not to die. You drop all your points that you're holding when you die as well. So, yeah, the enemies can pick those up. So if you're holding points, yeah, the enemies can get all of those points. And you yourself drop 1 point when you die. So the same rules that apply for the enemies apply for you in that scenario. So be careful and then grind on. This is the entire game mode. There's like health, energy, ammo, all that stuff periodically thrown around. So just go grab that whenever you need it. There are a lot of high level mods via like rare mods that you get as drops from all the enemies here. So it's a decent enough way to farm up a lot of rare mods for, I don't know, transmutation, selling, endo, whatever you want to do with them, right? It's just, you know, not a bad idea. So you get a lot of free loot, and the index is overall a good thing to run. Did you not drop a point? There we go. And with a full team or with solo or solo, either or, you can get such a high amount of things done, and you can absolutely kick ass. Right? Like, yeah, that might have blocked my stuff, but whatever. I just kill the enemies anyways. Doesn't matter. See? This is the index. It's very easy. Very, very easy. So you can just run around and chill, man. It doesn't take too long to just find the enemies, but I mean, enemy sense OP. I'm gonna hand it in at 10 again. I could probably, actually, no, I could go to 15. You lose energy, you get your stuff sapped whenever you like hold more. But if you are a Revenant and you have Mesmer skin on, doesn't really matter. You can always pick up energy and then use your Mesmer skin right after if you are low on energy at all, just FYI. You can always just do that. Game mode's pretty easy once you have a good build going. I plan on farming over 100 million credits this weekend. If everyone wants to join me in chat, feel free. We'll fight, I guess, if you didn't know, the index has a special enemy, John Prodman, spawns in an hour. You get a, I think, cosmetic poster if you kill him. So you can always do that, make that a goal. I gotten the cosmetic poster before. You just have to survive an hour, which is actually not that bad. Because you just keep handing in points, as long as you don't die. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Sometimes you do want to just run the index on solo because some people in publics can like troll. Sometimes they like to hold points for the next round and you don't want to do that. Or if you have like a good solo build, you can just, you know, like I'm doing with Revenant, you can just go ham and kill everybody. So it's always up to you if you want to do it in a full party or solo, in a team, anything like that. You have a ton of options after all with the index. And this is the like larger map, so maybe if you're running solo, you just like reload it until you get the smaller map because it is just much faster, right? Like we've already been here, I don't know, maybe like 5 or so to 6 minutes, 5 to 8, yeah, something like that, 5 to 7. And it just, it takes a little bit of time, right? It takes some time. Just hope they grab them. They have 20. Hopefully they actually go hand it in after. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think they're going to hand it in now. It's technically most effective to hand it in at 15, just like per point, right? But you can always just hand it in. Oh, so like I have 3 points here. I'm just going to hand it in. Boom. Yeah, I'm just going to run away because this is the big map. The 2x weekend is coming up, everybody. Make sure you take advantage of it, okay? And make sure you farm a ton of credits. If there's any general tips anyone has for the index, go for it, but that's generally how to run it. It's a pretty simple map over there on Neptune. It doesn't take too long to unlock it, and it's just the best casual credit farm and just generally the best in the game, other than Profit Taker, if you like running Profit Taker. Okay, it's not showing how much credits I got or anything, but that's okay. There we go. Boom! I got 250 credit reward, return. Oh, so I got double credits, probably because I have a resource drop chance booster. Did it bug out? Or maybe this is wrong. It's actually hard to say. Either way, I got the credits back, everyone. Yeah. So let me know what you think. And remember to farm up a ton of credits in the index. Yep.